review. Let's get into some other anime, quote unquote. So Jericho, what has come out that you've been watching?
Hell's Paradise, bro. Hell's Paradise. That is
been good.
Love it. I am so happy with the adaptation.
One episode behind, but I'm
manga
so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a manga reader for it, so I am very happy with the adaptation. I love all the portrayals, and I love how they do just so many of the beautiful panels that the artist made. And that's just one of the major shows. That's honestly my number 2 besides Oshinoko. That is, well, number 1 is Oshinoko, and then you have Hell's Paradise. The other show that I'm watching right now would have to be, what was it called? Heavenly Delusion. That's another one. That's another really good one that's out right now.
I'm starting that one recently right now. How's Delusion?
Yes. Dead Mount, Death Play, Mashal. What was it? Oh yeah, Demon Slayer.
That was actually good. I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the Harry Potter lookalikes.
yeah. And then obviously Isekai Cheat Skill. That one I'm also watching.
Wait, isn't that the one where the kid gets isekai'd into the new world or into a new world, but then his sister follows him?
No, that's One Hit Sister.
Yeah, that's the one I'm watching currently. One Hit Sister.
Me and someone gonna talk a little bit about the. I just want to talk about that one real quick, and because Hell Paradise is like probably number one for me. Number 2 is Oshinokoi, obviously. Number 3 is Isekai Cheat, and oh man, Death Mount. Death Mount is my next one, and damn it, this is a hard pick actually. I'm enjoying Smartphone season 2. Really am. I'm enjoying that. I'm just glad Smartphone 2 is back. What else? The Isekai where he got okay. I like the first episode of like I'm back in another world. Like I actually like.
Oh, summon to another world for a second time.
To another world for the second time. The first episode, he literally slapped that girl in the ass. He literally slapped her in the ass. I was like, bro. I was like, oh, it's you.
What did that do?
He legit slapped her in the ass. I was like, wow. and then she just bowed down like, oh, it's you, Sama. Yo, I'm sorry. That shit was funny as hell. They just like bowed down when they figured out who this guy was. And I love it. I love it. Like that was a whole different approach. I've never seen the main character get attention like just slap her in her ass like literally like yo, you're nothing to me. You know who I am. And she seemed to have a fetish to want to get like sit on and like shed tears. That's the crazy part. I was like, okay, that's wild. I love it, man. I love it. I didn't watch the latest episode, but I'm 2 episodes in already. Pretty good so far. I'm excited to see what he's going to do when he finds the other guy that he battled with. Because we did get a little preview of it when he said the last time I saw I battled with his name, and I took him out for a little while, but he was a strong opponent. So.
I also wanted to add, there's another anime that I'm watching currently right now, but it's on hiatus for some bullshit, and they're saying it's not. Huh?
Manga wise or anime wise?
Anime wise, and that is Demon King of Misfits Academy.
Oh yeah.
That just recently returned.
Yeah, recently returned. Yeah, they said
it was on hiatus again.
Again?
Yeah, again. Like it was 4 episodes in season 2, and then they said, "Oh, it's going on hiatus until like October."
Yeah, like 6 episodes and it stopped.
Yeah, because I know they went 6 episodes in, and then it stopped because of COVID-19. And let's see. Okay, yeah, it says right here from a month ago. It says the season 2 revives its broadcast. It says blah 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 blah. July is when it's supposed to come back.
Yeah, so it's on hiatus again until July.
I'm pretty sure it's only been the one hiatus because they got the few episodes in, and then they re-released some of the episodes so that for the stream.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then
that was the most confusing ass season I've watched. Season 1 was more consistent, like you knew what was going on. This shit is like all over the place, and I'm like, come on.
We're talking about Demon King Academy, right?
Misfit of Academy.
Yeah.
I will say I wasn't expecting them to go for season 2 because the way season 1 ended. The way it wrapped up, I thought it was like, okay, the story's done. Don't need to worry about anything else. And then suddenly they announce a season 2, I'm like, wait, there's actually more to the story. What's going on here?
Yeah, because Ano still has to check some gods who are talking shit about him and shit.
Yeah, and also he has to, take his throne and convince all the other demons that he is the demon king.
Yeah, and now we've seen the fake demon king that everyone was saying, oh, you're not the real demon king, Avos Del Hevia or some
season
shit.
1 that was talked about.
Yeah, and then he actually meets the fake demon king and tells her straight to her face, I'm the real demon king. You ain't shit.
Yeah. That's why I said it was weird the way they cut up in 6. I was like, why didn't that shit continue? And I'm like, oh, because I read up in such and such. My friend guy told me like it was a COVID thing.
All right, a quick side note: have any of you guys read any webtoons by any chance?
Yep. The emo girl and the jock just came back.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hype.
So, all right. So, quick question: have any of you read Gosu or the Boxer?
Boxer. Read the Boxer.
It's getting an anime.
Yes.
I know there's another one where it's this guy, I forgot what his name is. He's like a low level, low ranking hunter or something, and then he has to go into these dungeons to make money because he's poor and all this stuff. I also know that one's getting an anime as well. And then there's solo leveling is getting an anime.
Of course, we all know solo.
So yeah, the Boxer and Gosu, both of those are they're very good webtoons. I haven't fully read Gosu yet, but the Boxer I finished. That one's getting an anime. Same thing with Gosu, and there was one more. It's a romance one. That one's getting an anime. And there was one more announcement. It's not on webtoon unfortunately, but it's called A Returners Magic Should Be Special. That one is getting an anime.
Okay.
There's a lot of webtoons that are getting anime adaptations, and I'm actually hyped that webtoons are starting to get more love as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of indie companies now are starting to pick up on anime as well, because a lot of shit that's being put out by the West is going woke.
Mm-hmm.
You guys heard about the news that people in the West and I think it was Sony or something along the lines is telling these anime companies in Japan that, oh, you guys have to change anime to fit the West standards or else it's not being put out. And I'm like, who the hell are you?
That must be working great, because of obviously Netflix has been doing great with their shit.
Oh, you heard about what's going on right now? Speaking of which, with Netflix, right?
Never do that because it will cut into their profits, and plus, like I said, they write stuff for their people particularly, and that's not me being biased or them being racist at all. They're not being racist at all.
It's go woke, go broke. That's
specifically made they care about sales.
Just like what's going. I know this is going off anime topic for a second, but just like with the shit with Bud Light and all that shit going on, they went woke. And now they're going broke at an alarming speed because they said some shit.
Hey, listen, stupidity is a disease. And they caught it. So that's on them. They shouldn't have done it. It was a bad business.
Yeah, it's the reason why I have such an issue with the Western media. It's because all of these people that are the showrunners now are all liberal college grads that are the latest generation. So they're all thinking, oh, so if we want to make a profit, we need to cater to this particular crowd, ignore all of the fans, don't listen to the fans, they don't know what they're talking about.
Just like with Star Wars, that a lot of people were
just like with Star Wars.
People were complaining with how the Mandalorian, how the
season 3 is just bland. It's so bland.
And you know what they turned what they turned around and said? If you don't agree with us, then this isn't for you, and we don't care. We don't want your opinion.
That's how you kill your show. This is exactly how so many shows have been killed, and this is also the reason for why manga is starting to surpass comics. Comics, for example, if you go to a Barnes and Noble or any bookstore whatsoever,
all you see is manga.
You will find the smallest section for comic books, and then an enormous amount of manga.
There's 4 to 5 racks of manga and Books A Million where I'm only 5 minutes away from. I go there every time. There's more rows.
Yeah,
there's a section for books.
So near me, there was a Barnes and Noble. They demolished it and built a new one. But before they demolished it, the manga was like in a small room section, right?
Yeah,
and that's how big that section was. And then there was on the other side there was like a large comic section. Mm-hmm. Now after the remodeling, there's an entire wall dedicated to manga, and I couldn't find any comics.
Yep. And speaking of comics, I'm friends with a guy who, I don't know if you guys have heard the term, but there's something called Comicsgate, right? And in that, there's indie people that are making their own comics that they put out their comics through not through in person. It's all done online because it's
Rippaverse. I know exactly what you're talking about. Rippaverse.
Do you know Ethan Van Sciver?
Yep.
Cyberfrog? I'm friends with him.
Oh, that's dope.
Right?
That's cool.
So it's like he's making his own stuff and he's putting it through the web or through the online web because people have already made comics go woke. Marvel is dead. DC is dead, and DC
is dying.
They keep
is dying.
They keep
Jonathan
pushing.
Is unforgettable.
They keep
it's
pushing
unforgivable.
Woke shit.
Yeah, here's the thing that I don't understand why they keep thinking if they do this maybe it'll work. Because if you just take a look at manga,
hold on to your thought. Did you order the Rippaverse yet?
I did. Yep.
Yep. So did I. Okay, cool. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, I don't understand where they're getting this mindset that if they keep trying to put all these woke ideologies into the media and into our entertainment, it's going to work at some point or another. Yet, if you look at manga, you don't find all of these political or woke nonsense. You don't find any of that. All that they care about is telling a story that people will find entertaining. Otherwise, you wouldn't have an audience, because the only people that would be appealing to this audience is that minority versus the majority and the people who want to see a good, entertaining series. And the whole reason as to why anime is now becoming even more mainstream is because people are getting sick of all of the TV shows that they're being produced.
Yep.
And for example, Big Mouth, that's an easy example to use. Big Mouth, probably one of the most unentertained, most bland pieces of shit I've ever watched. And and my sister also watched it, and then after she watched it, she thought it was entertaining, and then I said, watch this. Now she's a huge anime fan.
Just like my dad, my dad used to watch a lot of this shit, and he's like, "Oh, this is so good," and I don't know what people are complaining about. I'm like, "Dad, I'm gonna put you on a One Punch Man. I'm gonna put you on the Gundam. I'm gonna put you through High School of the Dead. I want you to watch these 3 anime."
He actually might actually like that.
My dad fell in love with One Punch Man. My dad fell in love with Dragon Ball. My dad fell in love with High School of the Dead. My dad fell in love with Gundam Seed, even though we all know Gundam Seed was dog shit. But I digress. Anime saved a lot of people from the woke bullshit. And ever since I grew up on anime, I started watching anime since I was 3 years old, and I already knew that anime would be better than the shit that is now being put out in today's society. It is utter garbage. And now even gaming companies, right, are trying to tell people, oh, if you don't like what we're doing with certain games with censorship and censoring swearing and all this shit and making sure that nothing is fun anymore, and it's all just cash grab microtransactions and all that shit.
Ubisoft. EA.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to stop you there because because Ubisoft is actually making the Call of Duty killer right now. XDefiant is murdering Call of Duty, and it's only in its beta.
Surprise.
Yeah, Infinity Ward, Activision, they've all been going downhill. Blizzard has also been going downhill. It's all within the same thing.
You heard what Nintendo said, right?
What did they say?
Nintendo and Sega have come together. They said, we are in it for the fans. We are in it for people who enjoy gaming. And since they're seeing that Sony is now going downhill with censoring shit and being like, oh, we don't want lewd anime games and shit. Mm-hmm. The other day, Nintendo put out a statement. You guys want lewd anime games? Come over to the Switch.
Yeah, come over to the Switch. Our visual novels are uncensored for you.
Yep, we're adding lewd games on Nintendo. That's how you know Nintendo is done playing.
Bro, that Mega Man thing they did was a callback to anybody who had a Game Boy Advance. Because I had that damn game, and it's like I played.
Oh, you mean Battle Network?
Battle Network, yeah, Mega Man Battle Network. I'm like, bro, I get to play all 3 now because I never played all 3. I played the first 2
for free.
Yeah, Legacy,
yeah,
bro, I'm buying it.
Yeah, Nintendo controversy aside, with them copyright striking all these YouTube creators and such, the fact that they are making games so that people can have fun, that is what really truly matters. Because, for example, if you look at what is his name, Nick Durman or something, the director over at Naughty Dog, you mean Neil Cuckman? Neil Cuckman? Yeah, Neil Cuckman. Yeah, Neil Cuckman. Yeah, he stated on Twitter that the word "fun" is not allowed at the studio. On Twitter, yeah, he said.
Yeah, bro, Jay, no shit. He actually said that. He said we're not a studio that's based around making fun for the people anymore. It's about making money and putting our own woke pandering into shit.
Yeah, it says right here, we don't use the word fun.
Well, we'll see how that dumbass thinks in a couple of years when his fucking company goes down.
No, but here's the even worse thing. The Last of Us 1 was a masterpiece. The Last of Us 2 was dog shit.
It was,
and then somehow Neil Cuckman thinks, oh, and for those who don't know, The Last of Us 3 is in development.
Yeah,
dude.
Here's the thing.
Why would you waste your time on? I don't know. Why would you try to reboot, or I guess in this case, try to reinstate a game that was a one-time success? Because
it wasn't a one-time success. They were building the hype.
This one was a big burner. The other one tanked.
No, they were building the hype after the first game. They were building the hype for the second game, saying like, oh, it's going to be even better than the first game. There's going to be more storyline. There's going to be better plot development. And then when 2 dropped, it was utter garbage. No one liked it. But then somehow in their minds, they're like, oh, we can pretend that part 2 never happened when part 3 comes out. Part 3 is going to fix shit that happened in part 2. Like, what sense does that make?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me in any way, shape, or form, because if you look at it from a narrative and plot perspective, the way it was written makes no sense, especially to someone who is a longtime fan, because who wants to play the person who just killed a character you love for 8 hours? Who wants to play that? Who wants to play that kind of game?
Nobody.
That's why I never bought it.
And then on top of that, Rockstar is also... Oh, speaking of which, Rockstar is also going down the drain. They're starting to get woke now. And it's funny because you never would have thought in a million years that Grand Theft Auto would make its way to the Switch. No one in their right mind would say, oh, Rockstar would never send GTA over to Nintendo. And now look what's happening. GTA is now on the Switch. GTA 5 is coming at the end of this year for the Switch. And then what's it called? Leakers dropped that GTA 6 is in development and all that jazz. So it's like,
I'll be like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. The thing is with Rockstar is it's weird how they were the ones who always push the limit in terms of what they're able to show and satirize. That's the whole premise of them, is that it's a satirical way to show narratives, right? But once they started nailing to the woke mob, it's just like, okay, then what are you gonna fucking make if you're not gonna keep doing the same formula? Because Red Dead 2 was great. Red Dead 2 was amazing. They did a great job with that one. They didn't. Again, it's a Western game. It's really hard to fuck up.
It's literally just Wild West Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and then GTA, the only thing that matters is how you formulate the story, so that way it actually the characters are appealing, are relatable, and then it's just a fun game in general. That's what really should matter to people, instead of trying to say, oh, we're going to try our best not to be offensive.
And then Rockstar's already said that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be the final Grand Theft Auto, because once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, they're saying they're going to be closing down Rockstar. They will no longer continue to be a company after GTA 6.
Because GTA 6 is going to become a live service for the online. That's what's going to happen.
GTA 6 will be the final GTA in the series. There will be nothing after it.
So, yeah. This is exactly why Japanese games have even started popping up, like Final Fantasy. People are fucking losing their shit over the new Final Fantasy. People want that game as quick as possible.
Which one? The mobile suit one? The mecha one?
No, Final Fantasy 16.
16.
Yeah, that's the mecha one.
No, it's not a mecha. You're literally the summons.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You know, the main character can become Ifrit.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Did I miss this?
They had a gameplay demo. The mecha one you're thinking of is FromSoft. FromSoft is coming out with an armored something.
Armored Core.
Yeah. That's what you're thinking of. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16. That my whole friend group.
If I become Bahamut, then I'm all good.
So all of my friends, we're huge like anime fans. We're anime nuts. So
what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime, my personal favorite is Grisaya.
True,
bro. Dude, Jericho is my man. No one talks about Grisaya except
Jay.
me.
Did you tell him what my favorite anime was?
High School DxD.
Hell yeah, boy.
So I have 3 in my top. So the first one is obviously Grisaya, because that one I could watch that at any time. Number 2 is ReZero. Number 2 is ReZero for me. I love ReZero. Love the main character and the characters, the plot, everything. The third one is Guilty Crown.
Guilty Crown is sick. My wife got me into Guilty Crown. Or sorry, not Guilty Crown. Guilty Gear.
Guilty
Gear is the game.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear is the game. You said Crown?
Yeah, I said Crown.
I said Crown, but I was wondering why he got confused. Because I think you thought Jericho said Guilty Gear. Yeah, he made Guilty Crown the anime.
Yeah, Guilty Crown's
because I heard that Guilty Gear has an anime as well.
Oh,
no, they have animation shorts. Okay. They have animated shorts.
And somebody say,
but I don't think there. I mean, there might be an anime, or maybe it's like some sort of like short promotional video. But so Guilty Crown, that one is my number 3. There are some animes that could surpass it. I'd probably have to revisit them in order to make that decision. But as of right now, as it stands, those are my top 3.
My top 3 are High School DxD, Infinite Stratos, and Ruby.
Bro, Infinite Stratos.
Oh, okay. We gotta have a dialogue with my brother.
Yeah, let's have a conversation about that.
Dude, your third. No, your 1 and 3 is fine. 2.
What, Infinite Stratos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Infinite Stratos is fine. Yeah.
Have you read it, or are you just watched it?
No, I'm the anime. I do know it has a manga, but I haven't had a chance to read the manga. But then there's another anime that I would also have as a close second to Infinite Stratos, and it's another harem ecchi anime, and that one is Hard X Hybrid.
Hybrid Heart.
Okay. Hybrid Heart. Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta ask him because I have to call my boy up about this later on because we've had so many freaking bad sessions with Infinite Stratos. I gotta know why you love it. Like I can understand you liking 3 to 4 girls in there.
But there's only 1 girl or 2 girls that I like in that show. Chifuyu, Ichigo's sister, his sister.
Yeah, his sister.
But in the manga, they're more than that. And then Haoki's sister, the bunny girl.
Wait, Hoki?
No, her sister, her older sister, the one that made the units.
Well, you mean the girl that? Oh, I know he's talking about. Talking about that one girl that made her.
Yeah, that made all. She's the one that made all the IS suits.
Okay. Oh, okay. If you mean you said if you would have said Hoki, I'm like.
No, I said her sister, Haoki's sister.
Okay. Well, I want to congratulate you for not picking any of the worst freaking girls. Thank God.
In the manga, Chifuyu is his wife.
His sister?
Yes, Chifuyu is his wife in the manga.
You sure it's not a stepsister?
No, they're biological. No. In the anime, they say that in the anime they're biological siblings. But in the manga, it clearly states that they were test tube babies. They were made in a lab, so really they aren't related. right? But they
so
still
it's relation by association.
Yeah. But in the manga, it's by association. But in the anime, they made it so they're actual siblings, right? But
okay,
even
so
in the
manga version, they're together. Okay.
Yeah, no, but in the manga, they still consider themselves siblings. But they went above and beyond. He got her pregnant, and then they got married. So,
all right, you know what I heard? I heard Mahoka. I'm being funny. I'm trolling, guys. Listen, we all
actually
know Tati is a robot. We know this, so that's fair. I've had to get on people's case about that many times. I will sit them down and educate them about why Tatsuya from Mahoka literally is freaking like not related to them at all. Not related to Miyuki. She calls him brother. Similar to the Hinata Hyuga, Hinata and Neji thing when she called him brother. They're just cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins, but she calls him brother.
They're family, but he's created to serve her.
Just like in High School DxD, in the later versions of the light novel, we come to find out that Issei and Volley are actual siblings. Like, they were twins, but they got separated at birth. Yes, the Vanishing Dragon, the White Dragon.
Oh, they're brothers?
They're brothers in the manga.
Thank God. I'm about to say something else. I was about to say somebody else. I was like, oh, God, okay.
But in the anime, they're rivals, their sworn rivals become turned friends. But in the manga, they find out that they're actually brothers.
Anime just made that dude a Chad, so I ain't gonna lie. Like I dead ass rock with him, the White Dragon, because he's got what's her name? What's that white hair girl's name? Forget her name. Neko? Whatever.
No, he has the black cat. Issei has the white cat, which is Koneko.
And he has her sister on his
Kuroka. Yeah, Volley has Kuroka, which is the older sister of Koneko.
The older sister I like, yeah. But that's it. So for me, damn, if I had a top three, dude, you guys are gonna okay. If I switched it up, it would be different. But say I never had any of the freaking Yu Hakusho or that shit, but that'd be corny. But it's Yu Hakusho number 1, number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Actually, I can. Those two are interchangeable, and Gundam Wing is number 3. So I gotta have a Gundam in the top.
Oh, okay. For Gundam Wing, my only problem with Gundam Wing was the fact that a lot of the animation was reused, but that was because later on down the line in the Cosmic era with Gundam Seed did the exact same thing that Gundam Wing did with the reused animation over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, see, the thing is, you saw Gundam Wing first.
I saw Gundam Wing first, or no. I saw Gundam Seed first when I was a kid. I watched Seed first, and then I watched Wing after.
Okay, yeah, your order. Yeah, you watched that in order.
I was younger. I was like 5 years old when Gundam Seed aired on YTV, which was like the Cartoon Network over here in Canada. It was known as YTV at the time, and late night at like 8-9 o'clock was when anime would start playing, and Gundam Seed surprisingly was the first ever anime I watched growing up. That was my first anime, was Gundam Seed.
Okay, I got you. And I guess for a side note for me, guys, I guess favorites I can always go back and rewatch Versailles, Kill la Kill. Oh,
Kill la Kill is great.
Civil Gear, I can watch that over. That's my number 7. Freaking all the Fate series I could just watch over if I want. Damn. And Jericho, I actually wanted to get you up on a project. We'll start. I think we should do a video where we talk about the top 10 best fights, each one separately. Of Fate, which one is our top 10 fights? I know our shit is gonna be similar, but I'm gonna tell you right now, top 3, Saber versus freaking Rider. No question.
That's my number 1 is Saber versus Rider.
That might be top 3 for me. I gotta see if there's anything that.
Wait, didn't Saber also fight Gilgamesh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Many times.
Yeah, it depends on which route.
Yeah, which Saber you mean, because there's a whole bunch, and that's why I said this will be interesting because we can use any fight from any of those series, and I can think of each fight I can pull from that series. Hey, listen, I know our best girl, Kokoto. Yeah, she's gonna be in my top 10. I know she's in there. Because one fight in particular, I'm gonna point there when she was beating people up. That's my favorite one. And she's not even fighting. She's just dicking around. She's just having fun. she's like body slamming Snorlax. She's like Snorlax body slamming these people. And this is so funny, bro. Like, I love her.
One of my favorite animes, like right now that I've been watching was that time I got reincarnated as a slime because of that. My favorite, the funniest part for me from that anime was that I forgot his actual name. But that one dude just spamming Hadouken, Tatsumaki Senbouken.
Eldora.
Yeah.
And then actually he's the only ever anime character outside of Goku to hit an opponent with the Kamehameha wave, because every time someone else tried to do it, it would just blow up in their face.
Opening. I actually have him doing that in the opening of the intro, where he does the Kamehameha. He was trolling, bro. He wasn't even going serious. Everybody knows that. He's just trolling. Tatsumaki Senbouken.
Yeah.
Oh man, I actually can't wait for Street Fighter 6 because of that shit. Oh, good. Yo, man, he's the best. If you're talking about a character that you have fun with, besides Rimuru, he should be your favorite character. I can understand that argument. Everybody gave me Veldora. I understand. Because Veldora might just be my favorite. And it's hard because I love Rimuru so much. I'm like, yeah, this guy might be Veldora. Because he's a troll. It's
actually interesting. So one of my friends, he loved, like, Slime is his number one because he's read all the light novels and he's caught up with the web novel as well. His two favorites are Guy Crimson and Diablo.
Oh, Guy Crimson? That makes sense. Yeah.
Those are his favorites.
Oh, damn.
Oh, by the way, Jerko, do you have a Discord?
I do. Yep.
He does.
Shoot me your Discord info. I want to be friends with you. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, sure thing.
Trust me, man. Like when I ran into Jericho, he's the most sane out of all like freaking anime people and also gamers. So that it's very rare to run into somebody like that.
What are you on? PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC?
PC and PS5.
Oh, he got a PS5 like me, right here. Yep.
I'm PC Nintendo. Yep. I dropped everything that had to do with Microsoft and Sony because of their bullshit.
Yeah, I'm actually been enjoying Dragon Ball Kakarot. This shit is fucking hilarious.
Bro, the only I'm waiting for I mean, it's coming later this year, Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Yeah, we're waiting on that. But I think after this, I'm gonna be real. I think Kakarot will be my last game. I play a DBZ in general because they got the graphics, they got the cutscenes, and like the art for it all so perfect. And I was like, I think this is it for me right here. Because it's been so long since I played Dragon Ball Z, like a Budokai game. This was one of the ones. I think Burst Limit. My friend had that. I didn't have it. I played it though for a little while.
I honestly didn't care for Burst Limit. Thought it was plain.
It had good graphics, but that was about the only thing it had going for it for me. I didn't care for it. But I will say this, like I would say like more with like I still play the Kill la Kill game on my Switch. Play people online with Ryuko or Sasuke. I use Sasuke like nobody's business, man. That freaking people say like, yeah, you spam that cutting technique she does. I'm like, bro, I like it. I like the cutscene she does every time she does the. It's just done. Like, but games like those that are kind of like one-offs. I enjoy those. Those are really good. Like I said, I expect me to like it as much as I did, but I freaking love Kill la Kill so much, so I had a bias when I played it. There's
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yeah, Saint Seiya game too. Oh god, speaking of which, let me ask.
Oh my god, you actually just reminded me.
Yeah, that Saint Seiya?
They're making a live action movie.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of which, Netflix is doing One Piece live action.
Oh no, I know I've been knowing about that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
My buddy downstairs, he's massive One Piece fan, so I'll hear everything I need to know once he sees it.
Exactly. For me, I'm very biased, and I just don't want them to. Goodness.
One of the main characters that's playing one of the guys that's playing one of the key characters who's playing Ace is the guy who played Spike Spiegel in
that live action bullshit.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah.
I shouldn't blame him. That was the production, but I don't know. Plus, they shouldn't show Ace that early. But hey, man, listen. I have no comment on this. I'm not the biggest.
I just want them to leave it alone. Like they already gutted Death Note.
Yeah, but I never saw that. I knew that was gonna be trash. See, I knew that was gonna be trash before I even watched it. I really did. I'm like, that's not gonna be good. I never watched the trailer. Once I heard they were doing a live action of that, when we already had the Japanese versions of that, I'm like, no.
And people in Japan hated it too.
Hated what?
Death Note live action. They hated it.
What, the one that they made or the one that America made?
The one Netflix made and America made.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I was about to say, they don't hate the live action one they made. That shit was actually good. The first two movies, third one is not good. The first two were good. Because I tell people, like I said, the way that ended, I like that one. Because how they made Ryu look, that looked. I could always go back and rewatch that on Guilty Pleasure. Because Ryu just pops up on light, it's like, yo, they did a really good job.
And then Sunrise put out a statement too. They're making live action Gundam Thunderbolt, and I'm just like, why?
Thunderbolt? Why? Whatever. Cash grab. That's all I can think of. Like I said, a lot of these things are just solved with cash grab. They're trying to capitalize off of it. So yeah. I guess it just depends, but guys, back to our certain animes that I was currently watching. So I'm watching the one. Of course, it's also like romance. And so Wukong, you watched it just the other day before you watched Mega Man Cafe. That one is a romance. It's the one with the manga writer. He hires an assistant to help them draw. Yeah, that one I actually enjoy. That one. That one's really good. That's one that's going to be a good slice of life solid romance. I'm enjoying that. And not to mention, I like that he's a mangaka record, that he's taking care of his brother, his siblings. It's just him taking care of them by actually making profit by selling mangaka. And I love that. I love that. That's really good. Because to me, it seems more of a coming of age story in a sense of like him being responsible, him trying to get help, him having a lady in his life, particularly. Like, I actually like what they're doing. And not to mention, he's a landlord. Normally they have a landlord lady, but he's like, no, I'm the landlord too. So it's crazy, like how much responsibility he's dealing with, and how much she helps and assists him in certain things, and how aware his brother and sister are that that lady likes him and shit like that. Now, he doesn't have a clue until she points it out to him, but I like the steady pace that it's going. So that's another good one you can check out. I actually have the list right here. So Demon Slayer season 3, I'm enjoying it. What do you guys think of that one? If you guys have watched it,
I was bored of Demon Slayer after like the first season.
Yo, he's a rarity. I like him. The one person that doesn't dick ride Demon Slayer.
To be honest, like in my own opinion, I feel like people overhype that shit.
I actually honestly believe they did too. It's good animation wise, just because you have your Ufotable doing it. But there was one episode they like whacked off too much, and that was at episode 17 or 18 when he does the fire breathing technique, and
sun breathing. Yeah,
that's the one.
His dad's technique.
You know what's so funny? When Demon Slayer came out, the last season of Simple Gear was out, and to me that's the last final season of Simple Gear was better than the first season of Demon Slayer for me. Dead ass. I think I've gone on record and said that. So yeah, and that was 2019. The reason why I know, because that was the last season. I just fed up, and I was like, hell no. And I recommend, like I said, I recommend that Simple Gear to everybody. Check that shit out. Yeah, 5 good seasons. Oh, hold on, 4. Actually, my bad. In my opinion, 1 average season, and then the rest are all fucking good. I gotta be honest and not be biased. I'm like, it's like Fishman. Season 2 is like Fishman Island. It's like a C average. They did some things they tried to do, didn't work out so well. But yeah. Other than that, when it comes to some of the anime that's out, I think we got a good selection. It's just a matter of what ends up being a W now.
One final anime that I have to bring up, which is not coming back until October as well, and that's Spy Family.
Season
2. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta wait a while, man. The second part already came out already. Well, yeah.
And also, there's gonna be a movie coming out first.
Yeah, I heard that.
What, Spy Family?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I did want to ask Jericho. I did want to have this talk with Jericho real quick. Jericho, do you remember that freaking okay, so you're cut up with Isekai cheat skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said this in my review that I dropped for episode 3. I said the first half is good. The first half is good. I called out the princess on her dumbass retardedness, where she said, I want to go back in the forest to meet the guy that saved my life. And my review, you know what I said? She made a dumb decision. I don't like Princess Alexia's decision. And I didn't say I hated her. She loses points for me massively because I explained in my review. I said the first time we saw her prior, you and your men were already struggling to get like damn near on death's door in that forest, dying by freaking creatures. Why the hell are you going back there on the off chance that you'll see this dude again with no guarantee, and also when you know you barely survived the first time? Why? Oh, she says, oh, all my guards are coming this time. Yeah. And guess what? And when I said, and what I added up in my review was, the same damn shit happened last time. They're about to get slaughtered. Same scenario. And I'm saying, like, you're not smart. Like, you actually willingly put your people in danger. Your knights in danger. Yes. And then I followed up by saying, well, quote unquote, it's a nice job to protect you and things like that, but you are literally putting them in danger. Like, literally, just to see some dude on the off chance of that. And I thought she was dumb for that. Dead ass. That was a stupid decision. And I know I said the idea was stupid, but she's not. I take that back. She's dumb for that shit. That was stupid. and apparently that's the only he meets other girls eventually. But that was other than that, I enjoyed the episode. I was just like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. A girl willingly walked in to get slaughtered. And more likely, now if this had been Goblin Slayer, you already know what had happened. She'd have been a good plaything for the goblins. I was just like, that was stupid. That was the only episode I didn't like, just because it was a decision. But other than that, him, the main character, I do like how he is. He's not like a Chad. I do like that he's not, and like because when he got the body change and everything, he's not so confident in himself, and it's going to take a gradual build up for him to get better. So I do like that progression with him, that he is getting more comfortable. Like, trust me, he's good at fighting and his weapons and stuff. Him opening up to people and things like that, that's going to take a minute. Which I'm glad they're showing that progression with him. By episode 4, I'm hoping some really great shit happens. Because, like, the action has been somewhat... it's been mid. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a little mid. I kind of want him to go out all out against a freaking boss and, like, do something cool. And I think once I get that, like, that whole episode dedicated to action, I'll be good. But other than that, it's fine. It's like a solid 7.5 for me right now.
Yeah, it's definitely in the 7 range when it comes to this.
But when I'm giving that an 8, 9, or 10, I'm not giving that shit an 8, 9.
Yeah, the primary reason as to why I consider this one a 10 and below, not 10, a 7 and below, is because of how, because I've read the manga and such. So, and my friend, he's read the light novel, so he's further in. And he's explained to me how sometimes the main character just has no self-awareness or any what is it? Well, there's a particular word that I'm trying to think of. Hold on.
There's no self-confidence?
It's not confidence particularly. There's
you said awareness, I'm thinking that's like perception.
No, it's a specific word that is common sense. He has a lack of common sense.
Okay.
So whenever there's a lot of scenarios that happen, he just doesn't really have any common sense or any way of reading the room for what just happened, especially when it's a serious scenario where, like, someone needs help and he helps them, but he treats it kind of nonchalantly whenever what he did is kind of out of the ordinary, or whenever he is, he's having all these people see and acknowledge he's attractive, but he still doesn't he just doesn't understand that as the series goes on, or how strong he is, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's yeah.
You think after a while, but like you notice that too. And like I said, I think in both my reviews, I've always said because the way he is, because he is like being nice and other people because of his grandfather, his ideals that his grandfather put into him. That's the only thing I have to go off because we have no prior information prior, so that's all I can say. There's nothing else that gave us any idea that he was, except that he's been treated bad. His grandpa may have been the only nice person to him until what's her name? Hojo? What's her name? Hojo? Yeah, main girl. Yeah, has showed him some kindness that say like, we go based off character. You help me, things like this. So I want to congratulate you and like, make you an offer to come to our school because you think you would fit well right in. And I think another thing is like if he didn't lose the weight on top of that, I don't think they would have accepted him personally. That's just me. Which, like I said, there's another show that touches on like from being fat to freaking Pretty Boy Chad. So yeah, and also I think I don't know. I think they gotta turn it up. Either crank it up or just if it just stays the same, it'll be a base of 7. I don't think I'll drop it to a 6. It'll only be a 6 if everybody's just stupid. But it's just a solid 7. 7.1 for me right now. What other isekai have you checked out?
Some other
is really good. I like that.
Yeah, some other series I've checked out besides the Hell's Paradise and such that I mentioned previously. One in particular would have to be the one that I wanted to pick up, and I'm glad I did, was Yamada-kun to level 999.
Oh, I haven't checked that one. Okay.
Yeah, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. That one. It's a shoujo. I every now and then I'll pick up a shoujo because I like those some majority of the time, but this one in particular stood out to me because of the aspect of them both being gamers and they both met through a game and they happen to live.
Yeah, that sounds like MMO Junkie, where like they're both gamers and actually. And by the way, guys, check that one out. That actually one surprisingly turned out pretty good. I actually thought they were gonna fumble the bag on that one. But that MMO Junkie, yeah, is really really good. So if it's anything like that, I guess like because at least same scenario in terms of that, then hopefully that has a prospect to be good. Because I ain't gonna lie, I need some W's in some of these romances right now that are kind of out, or at least trying to be good.
Well, if you want a W, then season 2 of Fly Me to the Moon is out.
Oh yeah, I've been watching that. I didn't watch the newest episode, but I've been enjoying that. I like how the prior episode was talking about how much a wedding would cost and shit, and I like how the wife is just fooling her husband right now, like literally, like you know how much all that shit costs. And and honestly, most women would love to be in this scenario. You know what she's saying, right? I don't care to have one because it costs too much money. And do you really want to go through all like I'm sorry, man. She's an ideal dime to keep. Let's be real. Anyone who said to me, I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it essentially to sum up the synopsis is like this show just shows you my standards. That's really all it is.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I do want to point something out, Jerk. Remember the first episode of Tonikaku in freaking season 1?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fucking durability feat.
Yo.
This little got up and just walked to her and Tony Love, then he passed out. I was like, what? What's that episode? I said, bro, you got bullshit too for a certain right now, man. Like that's a powerful feat, bro.
Instead of Truck-kun taking you to another world, he gave you a wife. But like, how does that work?
He gave him an extra life to like I'm talking about it. It's a durability feat and it's an endurance feat because he got hit. Then he walked all the way to her and says, "I love you. I want to see you again." Things like this. Then he fucking passed out.
Yep.
Conveniently passes out when he says that. I was just like, what the fuck? I actually liked that first episode because of that. It was crazy because it reminds me of Zombieland Saga, which is one of my favorites. You saw that one, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the hang time was crazy when she got hit. She was in the air for a good 4 or 5 minutes. I told my best friend I actually bought him the DVD for Christmas. Not DVD, the Blu-ray for Christmas. And I told him, yo, I ain't gonna spoil you, but the first 5 minutes gonna have you laughing. This is what I told him. He watched the first 3. He said, "Yo," he hit me up the next day, dude. The fuck? I said, "Yo, her hang time was on some Prince of Tennis shit, where she's just in the air, constantly floating." I ain't gonna lie. The way that truck took her ass out, I'm not supposed to laugh. I know. Listen, guys, I'm messed up, but that's funny. That's funny, bro. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm going to hell, Jericho. I can't.
Yeah, there is one series in particular that I will mention, and it was definitely a sleeper series because a lot of people missed it when it came out, and that's High Card. High Card. Okay. So many people slept on that one. It's so underrated.
I think one that they touched on was Tomodachi Game. That. Did you check that one out?
Which one?
Tomodachi Game. I think people slept on
Tomodachi Game. Yeah.
Dude, that surprised me. How
are you guys caught up with Tokyo Revengers?
Oh yeah, I hated it.
Yeah, the main character pissed me off. Like I like the jacket.
I was reading the manga. After a while, I dropped it. Then I found out it finished, so I went ahead and skipped to the end. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Hey man, you can spoil me. How that shit is.
I'll just say no stakes. It's a no stakes series.
Well, so what happens is that in the future, like the distant future, one of the futures that Takemichi travels back to, we find out that Mikey, the leader of Tokyo Manji, has gone absolutely batshit and killed all of his friends. Like all of his old friends were murdered by Mikey, right? So Takemichi essentially has to go through like a whole year's worth of shit just to hunt down Mikey. And they have like one final battle, but at the end of the battle, Takemichi loses himself to the darkness that was clouded in his heart, and Mikey ends up stabbing Takemichi through the stomach with a katana. And in the last moments of his life, Mikey at the end of Takemichi's life in the future, Mikey realizes his mistake, and as Takemichi's dying, he essentially did that whole handshake thing that he did with Hinata's younger brother. You know how they had to do like the whole handshake thing for them to he did that with Mikey. But what happened was they both traveled back to like 15 years into the past, where they were like literal children. So they go back to first grade, and then they end up Mikey and Takemichi end up meeting like as kids, right? And they essentially turn all of Japan, or I think all of Tokyo, into the Tokyo Manji gang. So everyone that was living in Tokyo was all part of the gang at the very end. And he ends up getting married to Hinata, and it's a happily ever after.
Surprised he actually got a W in terms of that. But how it starts, like nobody likes that start. Even my friend told me, like, so you now care about her now when she died, when you left her and shit. Like, you just find that funny. I actually do agree with him. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's why I referred to it as a no stakes series, because at the very end they just do a full 180. Oh no, everyone's fine.
Okay, everyone's fine. Those who died in the current timeline, the present timeline, people who died in the present timeline were alive in the future timeline.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I actually skipped straight to the end to see what happened. Because after I dropped it, I just thought, do I even want to know how this ends? So after I skipped to the end, I'm just like, okay. And so I backtracked a few chapters and saw what happened. I'm like, okay, you gotta just like cucked everyone in their feelings at the end. Yeah. Because you had them get attached to characters after they died. It's just like, okay, well, what was the point?
Those characters I might even like, because I don't even like watch it now. I do love the opening for season 2. Like I said, I didn't watch it. I just like the opening. The opening's fucking awesome. I love that shit. Always good songs to capture on. But yeah, that's the only good thing. Like I said, Dragon and Mikey was only, and the one guy with the short hair, white hair reminds me of myself. I'm like, I fuck with him. Other than that. That's really it. Like,
and also Mikey ends up killing his what was his name? The guy with the glasses, the one who was the one responsible for his girlfriend's death in the current timeline. He was a stalker, essentially, right? So he ends up getting hit by a truck, Him and Mikey get into it, and then at the very end of the fight, he ends up getting hit by a truck and dies.
But no, he's alive in the end.
Wait. Oh yeah. He's alive in the.
Again, none of that fucking mattered because at the very end, it's like everyone's happy at his wedding. So it's just.
Yeah. Wait, at his wedding?
Yeah, him and his girlfriend get married at the very end.
Yeah, Takemichi gets married at the very end, and everyone from the series is there.
Okay. Oh no, is Mikey still alive? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah. They're all alive at the end.
Everyone's alive and happy, go lucky. That's how it ends.
You know what? You know how I was expecting it to go? I expected him I expected Mikey dying at the end, trying to save his people. If whatever nonsense, how the story was gonna possibly.
Well, he did. He did die at the he did die at the end for.
He died at the.
Dies because of Mikey, but then they both end up going back to the past together.
That's crazy. Hey man, it's just like you're trying to take the Boku Dake, right? Except that was a one-time thing. That's why like Boku Dake, because it's just one thing, and it's not trying to like say like it had a consequence, obviously, but yeah.
So essentially, what happened was that the story started in the present. It picked up in the future. They went back to the past just to go back to the present again. Then shit happened, which made the future messed up. So they went back into the past again. So they essentially time traveled like 90% of the anime or the manga. They time traveled.
Not to mention the whole point of the time travel is that Takemichi couldn't control it. It was always whenever he shook hands with the sister, and it went to a specific point in time. But now all of a sudden you can go all the way fucking back to the beginning. Of
right.
The very beginning. Yeah, because after Takemichi dies because of Mikey, the next panel he wakes up and he's like, "Wait a minute, I thought I'm dead. Where am I?" And he's in his room and he checks his phone and it says something along the lines of January 8th, 2001. And he's like, "Wait a minute, what the hell? Why am I back in my room?" Like he runs to the mirror and he's like, "What the hell? I'm 8 years old again. I'm back in first grade. How is this possible?" And then he ends up running into all of his friends as kids. So it's like everyone knows who everyone is, even though they're kids.
Doesn't make any sense. All I can say is not good writing. Like I said, I don't understand the appeal, except that you got gangs and shit. But even then, I don't.
At the very end, they disbanded the gang.
It's just I really like I said, Mikey's only character I really like. Dragon's like close second, that's about it. And one of his generals, that's it. That's all I care about. My granted guys, like I got the hoodie and stuff, but I'm not a fan. Character designs, and that's pretty much it sometimes. But yeah, like, waste of time. I look forward to freaking season 2 of freaking Mushoku Tensei. And guys, I actually read a little bit of light novel, so I actually know what's about to happen. If you read the manga, or light novel, you should know. But the light novels have been done, so I know what they're gonna do. And if they follow everything to a T and not censor shit, then I'm going to be happy. Because technically, Mushoku Tensei, by definition, and by like light novel, it should have 5 seasons, 4 or 5. Not even trolling you guys. Deadass, it should have 5. Because I don't want to spoil the freaking audience, so I'm not gonna say. But guys, we'll end it here because me and Jericho have to talk freaking some we have to do a Megami Cafe review real quick. And also Jericho, it took 3 days, but I read that entire manga. I did not know the dude that made that manga was one of my favorite freaking authors. I did not know that. Kyosoji is dude. They always botch his fucking work up in anime. You know.
I sent you a friend request, by the way, Jericho, on Discord.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, dude, I read it and I'm like, you was right. Akane, yeah, bro.
Akane, best girl.
Yes, I will say this right now. If we're gonna be okay, I'm gonna say this right now, and I'll make this interesting. If somebody had to ask me these questions, I will lose my virginity to Ami, which is a very Ami. I actually don't hate Ami. I actually like her. It took a minute, but I do like her. So I was going to join into Ami. I would date Riho or Shiragiku. Those are interchangeable, and I would marry Akane. There's your answer.
Yep.
There's your answer.
Yeah, I marry Akane, date Shigariku, and then it's always between Riho and Ami at the end. Oka, I mean, she's getting her character development right now.
She's getting it right now.
Yeah, but yeah, it's always between them on the jurisdiction. But I'd probably just be friends with Ami because she seems really fun to be around.
Yeah, she's fun, but I feel like that first time experience will be great because y'all both are just so new to each other. I think the reason why I'm actually giving it's funny because I give the Dixie girl some fucking credit, but I really do like her ass. Like she's actually she's ditzy, but she's not annoying.
Mm-hmm.
She's funny and weird, but she's not annoying. When I go lie, man. Hey man, listen, you got the first fucking happiness punch fucking roundhouse kick. I had to see all that, but yeah, I like Ami a lot. I love the person that does her voice in the anime. I love that. Like it's really well done. Shiragiku, I really do love her. Okay, 2 reasons why I love Shiragiku. One, she's a chef. I love that shit. I love a girl that can cook. That makes that you run material for that. She's pleasant to be around. She's awesome, and also she's going through her own character development arc, which I like. That's good. Mm-hmm. Riho, I never expected me to like her. Fucking love her.
I like the girl with the purple hair.
She's
purple hair.
The girl with the purple hair. The one that. I think so. I just.
The one that's always colliding with Hayato.
No, well, yeah, the second girl he walked in on, seeing her undressed. Not
Ami.
The first girl, the
that's
second
Ami,
girl.
That's
yeah,
that's Ami.
Yeah,
she gives me Akino vibes. So I'm just like,
yeah. I'd say Shiragiku when she's drunk gives you.
When she's drunk is Akino. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, Ami.
Oh, wait, isn't she the green-haired girl? The green-haired girl?
No. Well, yeah, the green hair is Shiragiku. She's the one who
the drunk one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the purple one, the second girl that he sees naked or whatever. Yeah, her.
That's Ami. Yeah, she's the tomboy.
Yeah, she's the ditzy tomboy. She's not actually dumb.
She's not too bright in the head.
Hey guys, listen, I'm trying to give her a little bit credit, but yeah, she's not too bright in the head either. She gives her some credit for some stuff that I'll make no sense. Just in episode 3, we'll get into it. Me and him gonna get into it and talk about it. Yeah. But man, I've enjoyed my manga read of that, dude. Like you have no idea. Every time I was just waiting to get off of work so I can just read more of this shit. And I'm at 101 chapters. I'm finally caught up. Like, dude, it's such a great one. Kyo Soji knows how to develop his character. Let's just keep it straight. And that's why I'm not a fan of when they botcher his shit, like Kimi no Uramachi, which is my favorite number one creation of his. I'm not gonna lie, Mega Man Coffee might be in my top 3 from his creation works. It might be number 2, depending on how it ends. If either Riho, Shiragiku, or freaking Akane win, I'm not mad. I'm happy. I want Akane to win. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of like if she doesn't win, then give me Riho. You give me Riho, then. If she doesn't win, give me Riho. Give me Riho. I love Riho so much, bro. Damn, she's a great character. I love her so much. Oh, well, man, you gave me a good thing to read, man. Thank you. I guess I haven't read anything that good in a while. But guys, guess what? Me and Jericho Man got a review to do, y'all. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. This time talking anime, talking gaming, talking the bullshit of wokeness that's not needed, and also something for the Western audience. I want to let y'all know right now that woke bullshit will never be done in Japan, because Japan does what they want to do. They do for their fans. They go based on sales. They go buy all that shit over there. They don't give a damn what you think. They care about what sells. They care about sales and popularity, things like that. And also, like I said, it's a numbers game over there. That is what it is. Because somebody really thinks they do care what you do. Like, no, don't make Goblin Slayer season 2 and 3. They don't give a fuck about you. And plus, I'm a fan of that.
And then also they said Worlds in the West. They said World's End Harem was problematic because of the whole men not being around and the world being ran by women and all that shit. They said it was problematic.
And then the fact that it's collapsing because it's all run by women, they need to repopulate.
Which is actually funny because I see that actually happening.
Yep.
When I hear to clean up ladies' bullshit, but But all in all, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Like I said, be sure to check out my man Jericho. Man, he has a YouTube channel. Check out his name, things like that. So Wukong will join me whenever he decides that.
I'm coming back to streaming when I return from my trip in June. So we'll be rebranding as of next year, or not next year. In a couple months, I'll be known as Zenthon Ryuji. So I'll be coming back, but I'll have a new alias and all that jazz. So yeah, I look forward to that. I'm returning to Twitch sometime soon. And I'll be making a YouTube channel where I'll be doing my own anime reviews, and I'll be having Jay on a lot, and we'll be reviewing different kinds of anime and having all of us, have these kinds of talks more fairly, more often. So yeah, look out for that.
Yeah, definitely, man. And like I said, I would love to have all three of us back on here to talk about. I guess when the season ends, the anime season ends, I guess we could talk about more because everything will have ended, and then we'll talk about the newer stuff coming out next time. Because like I said, I'm waiting for season 2 of Moonlit Fantasy. I'm waiting for that because that's in my intro also, guys. Like I said, I really love that series. I think he's the next OP. I think I will put him number 4 in terms of Isekai characters too. I think he might be number 4, number 5, just because he's getting as powerful as the goddess. And when season 1 left off, it hinted towards him being more powerful than the goddess or getting to her tier. So, and plus, the dude has a fucking spider and a fucking dragon with him as his fucking lady. Out of here. That's crazy.
Wait.
Oh yeah, by the way, a spider that can regenerate, that has like Wolverine level regeneration.
Wait, isn't he the guy that has the gun or whatever?
No. You're thinking of smartphone.
Not smartphone. The guy that has a Magnum, like a silver Magnum. He has white hair and he has an eye patch.
Oh, that's Arfueta.
That's Arfueta. Yeah. That's Hajime. Yeah, I like him. He's good too. He might be last. But no, he's the cat in the series that I'll have to extend this. But he's the cat that got sent to another world, and also his parents, his family, his actual mom and dad are from that actual world itself, and they got to summon him in order to deal with the demons of that world, and he makes contracts with a dragon and a spider, hell spider in this case, and they have human forms. So yeah. But the first season was lit. We're getting to season 2 this year, and along with Mushoku Tensei and maybe Shield Hero season 3 this year, which will be dope. I can't wait for it. Like I said, because I think this year we're going to be getting like W's. But other than that, guys, check us out later. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and good night, y'all.